Okay.
Do you want me to send it to Kendra
Yes,
or
please.
just no? Okay.
Okay, we are live now. Hey everybody, we are excited to do a convention recap tonight, and we're going to start out with Christy has some company, and so we need to have her share about these awesome products first. So we're going to go over some of the things, hopefully some of your frequently asked questions, and I know that I still have a lot of those. So Christy, why don't you start out and share a little bit about the products? And you guys, we're watching on our feed, so if you have some questions, feel free to do that, whether you're on, you know what, hold on, I have to share this to your page, Christy, to make sure that your team over there is getting it.
Okay.
There we go. Share. Sorry, everybody. Just 1 minute here. Okay. Okay. So we're going to have Christy start by talking about the products. And I was just saying, if you guys have questions, go ahead and comment on Christy's page or on Diamond Avalanche, and we'll try to get those answered. So Christy, we are excited to hear from you about these awesome new products.
Okay. Well, I just can't even tell you how excited I am as I'm learning more and more about our new products. And our products have always been life-changing. We have seen thousands upon thousands of people changed with our original products. But I am telling you that Plexus has taken this to a whole new level. We are on the cutting edge of everything that is going on in the world. And a tag word that you're going to hear a lot about is microbiome. And all of our new products deal in some way with our microbiome. And the exciting thing to me is that we are designed to be both healthy and happy. It's not like a pie in the, it's not like Bob Marley or Be Happy. There's science behind the fact that we are designed to be both healthy and happy, and all of that centers in the gut. So our microbiome is 100 trillion bacterial cells that are in us and on us, but 95% of those are in our gut. And as we've learned before, we mess that up, and we mess it up just because we're living. I mean, we have to eat, we have to breathe polluted air, we drink chlorinated water. So we have to be all about fixing it on a daily basis. And I love they gave us these tag words of feed, seed, weed, and protect. Well, our new Plexus Slim, it still has all the good stuff. It still balances your blood sugar and it still balances your hormones, but they have included in it a prebiotic that is a very powerful one. A prebiotic feeds probiotics, and the one that they have put in is called xylo oligosaccharide, but very affectionately called XOS. And so it increases the lacto and the bifido 290 times. And you're going to have a new best friend. Your new best friend is going to be most of us had never until our new Akkermansia is a probiotic, but we can't buy it. At this point in time, no one makes this probiotic outside of the body. So it's not one that can be added into a probiotic that you can take. So the only thing that you can really do is feed it, nurture it, make it grow in your body. Well, why are we going to love it so much? Because it increases our metabolism. It has been proven that people who struggle with obesity have very, very low Akkermansia levels. So we want high Akkermansia levels. And our XOS increases the Akkermansia that's in our system by 250 times. So our new Slim is totally amazing. Well, that feeds. Okay, so seeding is our new product, our Vital Biome. And it is 8 different probiotics, and they've all been clinically tested. And so when you look at the back of your bottle, and it gives you the name like lactobacillus or bifidobacterium, and beside it, in parentheses, there are some letters and numbers. What that means is that those strains have been clinically tested, and they are high quality strains of probiotics. So, as we know, probiotics are what boost our immune system. They are, the one that we have is I believe it's a Lacto Helveticus that is proven to reduce anxiety. Okay, so our gut is the center of our health because this boosts our immune system, and up to 80% of our immune system is in our gut. Well, it also boosts our happiness because 90% of our serotonin is produced there. That's our happy chemical. GABA, which is our reduce the anxiety chemical. Dopamine, which is our pleasure reward chemical. Those are all produced in our gut. And these probiotics are going to be the ones that boost our immune system and boost our mood and help us to lose weight, help us to digest our food. So this is an amazing probiotic. It has more probiotics in it than our ProBio 5. Now the recommendation is to take one of those a day. And the cool thing about them is they're in a time-release capsule that is designed to make it through the hydrochloric acid, and they're good to the last drop. The last capsule, your 30th capsule, is going to be just as potent as the first one that you pulled out of your bottle, because that's the way the bottle and the encapsulation is designed. So that is really awesome. Okay, so does that replace ProBio 5? No, 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 and no. We still need ProBio 5. ProBio 5 contains our enzymes, and it has the digestive enzymes for the protein and the cellulose, which is one that we love, 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 is our chitosanase, because it's going to break down the yeast, the candida. And it has grapeseed extract, and grapeseed extract has also been added to our new X Factor. So yes, we still need ProBio 5 and BioCleanse, but take them separately from the Vital Biome. They are the weed. Okay, so we had the feed, the seed, and the weed. The Protect is our new X Factor Plus. X Factor Plus has tons more in it, and bigger amounts in it than our original X Factor, but it does still have aloe, and it has the blackcurrant, and it has methylated B vitamins, but it also has other things in it like natural trace minerals, one of which is selenium, that is so important to our health. It also has, like I said, grapeseed extract, but it also has polyphenols that have been proven to help with hot flashes. So some of you girls are too young to worry about that at this moment, but you're going to love it when it comes time for that. It also has a complex in it that keeps the microbiome active. So every new product helps with the microbiome. It reduces ammonia in our system by 18%. And if ammonia levels get too high, it's poisonous to our cells and our liver and our kidneys. So this is an amazing addition to our X Factor. Awesome ingredients in our new X Factor Plus. So that's just kind of a hit on each one. Questions if anybody has, or?
Yeah, so you guys be whichever page you're on, feel free to ask questions about it.
Christy, did did
Uh-huh.
you talk about the MTFR gene? Did you
No,
mention?
I didn't. I
Is that
can.
yeah?
Yeah. Okay, so that one has to do with the X Factor Plus. And so the MTHFR gene is a gene that I think it's 70% of people either have one that does not function properly or doesn't function at all. And what that gene does is it converts B vitamins into methylated B vitamins. It converts them so that they can cross the blood-brain barrier. Well, our B vitamins are methylated. So, because most people have no idea if they have a functioning MTHFR gene or not, um, then it's important to take them as methylated B vitamins so that they will actually work. Now, something else that I might mention is that our new X Factor Plus has more riboflavin in it, and riboflavin can turn urine yellow. And so if when you take the new X Factor Plus, you're seeing more of a yellow urine than you did with the X Factor, it's most likely because it has more riboflavin in it. Just the word flavin itself means yellow or blonde. So that's just a little side note. Don't think that you're not absorbing. That's probably why if you see the yellow, you see it. Anything else? I don't want to take up too much time on the products, you guys. So
I know. Okay, well, we do have some questions. Kirsten asked if we could talk about X Factor versus X Factor Plus, which we can because they're keeping the original X Factor. How does the addition of the new products change the regimen of when to take what?
The X Factor Plus, I would just take exactly the way you took X Factor. They do recommend it be taken with food. Breakfast probably would be ideal. It just has so much more in it. Take a screenshot of the back of both where you can compare them side by side. We still have all of the good stuff that we had in X Factor, but the additions are amazing. Trace minerals are really, really important, and we didn't have a whole lot of those in the X Factor. So that's an excellent addition. The polyphenols, the grapeseed extract, more, like there are 19 different vitamins and minerals that are at least 100% of the daily requirements, if not more. Some of them are actually 1,000% of the daily requirements. So there's just more in it. It's the same price. So I plan to take the Plus just because years ago I had a doctor tell me, a nutritionist way back before nutritionists were popular. He said, if you don't take anything else, take vitamin E and selenium. And that was one thing that our X Factor didn't have, so I supplemented with selenium. So this is in it, and it's bioavailable. All of the vitamins and minerals that are in our Plus are completely bioavailable.
What does that mean?
It means absorbable. It means able to cross the cellular barrier, cell wall
Okay.
into the cell. It's more readily used.
Okay.
I know a lot of you aren't local, but I'll go into more detail at our meeting on Thursday night, because honestly, into these new products and the revamped ones, it's like I couldn't be any more excited. I mean, we truly are cutting edge with the microbiome. You will hear microbiome everywhere you go, and you're going to hear about Akkermansia. And we've got it. Well, I mean, we have XOS that feeds, so exciting. Once again, who doesn't need these products? Everybody. So,
And I think also something, Christy, maybe you can touch on is we're not, like you said, we're not replacing the probiotic and BioCleanse. You said they are very important. So this is an addition to those
yes.
products.
I still believe that triplex is very foundational. And many of us were taking 4 ProBio 5 a day, 2 at night, 2 in the morning. And the reason that we did that is because ProBio 5 really had 2 functions that we needed. One to kill the yeast and one to replace the good bacteria. Well, now we want to take 2 ProBio 5 to kill the yeast with or close to the BioCleanse so that it will actually get the destroyed yeast out of our system. And we'll take the probiotic separately from that so that it has to embed in our gut and to begin to produce the CFUs that we need, the colony forming units. So if you look at it price-wise, you're still at the same price break. Because instead of taking 2 bottles of ProBio 5 a month, you'll take 1 and you'll add the Vital Biome. So really you're still spending the same amount of money.
Good to know.
Awesome. Okay, that's great info. Do you know, Christy, so I know they said they're keeping the X Factor and the X Factor Plus, why they're keeping both? I can give my opinion, but
You know, I'm not really sure, and I'm not sure if they plan to keep it forever. And there are some people that are sensitive to trace minerals. I can't hear you. Did I lose you?
no, I have a lot of chaos at my house right now. Okay, no more. Okay,
Okay.
well, I don't know. I'm hoping that they keep Slim around for a little, the original Slim for a little bit. I just know since I was in Mary Kay for so long, every single time they take any product away, I don't care what color it was, what it was, somebody wanted the previous version.
Sure.
So that would be my guess. But yeah, and then let's see, a couple of other quick questions so we can move on here. Let's see, you're supposed to take the Vital Biome. I think I read that you're supposed to take 1 in the morning on an empty stomach. Is that correct?
Yes. That is correct. And, you know, and I know that because once you eat food, it automatically causes the digestive juices to start to flow. And one of those is very powerful, is hydrochloric acid. And so even though it's encapsulated to time release, we're just giving it a better shot at getting through that stomach if the stomach is empty and we don't have so much digestion going on. So that's the best way to take it. But I always tell people, you know what? If you miss that first thing in the morning, take it anyway. Take it. Just take it. That's the most important thing is being consistent with our products. I think it's a good thing to take the Vital Biome with the new Slim because of the prebiotic that's in it. So as it goes into our system, it's getting the food that it needs.
And so is it okay to do the Slim, the Vital Biome, and the new X Factor Plus together?
The only thing that I've heard is that they do recommend taking the X Factor Plus with food.
Yes.
And so if you were going to do that, you might want to do Slim and Vital Biome the minute you get up. And then, you know, scroll Facebook or do your devotions or whatever. And then when you eat breakfast, take your X Factor.
And that's because it helps it absorb.
Yeah. That one, it helps absorb. The other one, you don't want to absorb. You want it to get to the small intestines. So that's the difference.
And then one more question before we move on. People are asking, can you drink coffee while you're taking Vital Biome? I sure hope so, because I have been.
Well,
Not like I drink it with it.
I
I'm saying I drink coffee later.
before the hour because 1 cup of coffee in the morning. And coffee's not bad for you. I mean, they finally determined that it's an antioxidant. I do take the drink my coffee before an hour's up, but I do take the first two right off the bat, and then go make the coffee and then wait for a little while to eat and take the X Factor Plus with breakfast. And this is the best we know right now. That regimen might change. Who knows? As we get it into our system, right now this seems best, but maybe there'll be a better. I don't know. But this is my recommendation for the moment.
Perfect. I know we've got a learning curve, just like we did with the other
Right.
products. So that's
Exactly.
awesome. Thank you so much, Christy. And Christy has company, so she's going to hop off pretty soon, probably. Is there anything else you wanted to share? Just
I don't
from
think so. Yeah. Does anybody have questions? I mean, this convention was the best convention, and I've been to 5 now. It was the best. The things that they're doing for us as far as our back office and our tools that we have and these new products, it's like, I don't know how it could get any better, but it probably will next year at convention. But it is something to be excited about.
There was one question. I doubt any of us can answer this right now, but something to bring up is the product cards in the welcome pack. Some people were wondering if there's going to be a way to get additional ones or replacing the old ones, that kind of thing. So I don't have. I guess
I don't know. Yeah, I don't know for a fact, but I would assume that the answer to that would be yes, because they've done that in the past. They update, with new products or new packaging or whatever. So I would feel like yes on that. I hope I'm right.
Yeah, we have some girls on here that use those product cards faithfully. They bring them, put them in their purse and take them out to show people. So yeah, awesome.
Well, I will ask our guru when I talk to her next and see if she knows. And if she does, I'll post it.
I mean, I wasn't hinting to that. I mean,
Awesome. Thank you so much, Christy. We appreciate it.
Okay.
yes,
I'm going to
thank
hang
you.
on for a minute and then I'll go.
Sounds great. Okay, so Shannon, do you want to go next? And so we're going to switch now from the products, and we're going to have a couple of us just share kind of what stood out to us from convention, what we took away from it, and why you want to be at conventions, why, if you haven't gone before, what the benefit is. So Shannon, do you want to go now?
Yes. So I'm not going to share like all the, different quotes from the different speakers. I feel like that is such a special time, and it's people who took the time to go, and that's what you do. You pay money to go see those people. And but I highly recommend getting Carrie Wilkerson's books. If you haven't looked her up or follow her on Facebook, she has spoken to us. I think this was the 3rd time as Emeralds we got to hear her, because we got to hear her in Hawaii and Leaders Retreat and convention, and she just knocks it out of the park every single time. But follow Carrie Wilkerson for sure. I mean, we've learned about storytelling. It just, like, everyone has a story. We tell our story. Those things kind of stood out to me. And then we separated our ranks. So we went into different ballrooms and sat with our ranks. And what I took away from Emily Gibson She shared about, she did this demonstration on, she used a big vase, and then she had several different rocks, big rocks, small rocks, and then sand. And she talked about like the different kinds of rocks we pour into ourselves, into our day, at the beginning of the day, and how we're putting the wrong rocks in at the wrong time. Or putting the right rocks in, but they're at the wrong time and there's too much of it. So she talked about, waking up and scrolling through Facebook and answering messages from team members or a customer service issue. And she talks about how we need to put the right rocks in. So we put in a few big rocks that are taking care of ourselves. So we wake up and she talks about going potty, go to the bathroom. She talks about filling your cup with either scripture or positive affirmations, or a personal growth book. And those are the rocks you need first. And feed yourself and get your drink. And then you're going to put in some smaller rocks of income producing activities. So reaching out to new potentials, and you're spending time on the things that fill you up, because IPAs do fill you up and personal growth fills you up. Not micromanaging your team page or your team. Some of you have just joined, so that might be unfamiliar to you right now, but you will get familiar with that and you will have to manage it. And then you're off to answer or post on your team page. Make sure you make a post on Facebook, and then you're starting to reach out to your ambassadors and getting people's goals. And I followed that today, you guys, and it felt so amazing to start my Monday, to start my month off really after convention, and just being able to set big goals. And I just learned so much from that demonstration. This is my third convention, and I left so inspired. Christy is right. This company is taking care of us. They are hearing what we want, what we need. They are going towards being a gut health company. I have said that they're the leader in the gut health industry, if you will. And we have products unlike anything else out there. I haven't heard anybody talk about gut health the way we are talking about it. So right now is the best time to push in your business. It is the best. We have groundbreaking science. We have so many tools that they have given us, and we're going to talk about that as well. But these products alone should be enough for you to start messaging every single person in your life. Every single person in your life needs a probiotic. Everyone needs a prebiotic. I had no idea about that. And this science is amazing. Gosh, what else? They're just giving us so much so we can be successful. And I'm so grateful, so incredibly grateful for the company that we get to work for. I mean, 3 years later, and I am more excited than I've ever been. Some of you have already tapped into Lexi, the app. This is something that you want to tap into. They have given us a personal assistant. Yes, we have to pay for it, but we should have to pay for it. If we didn't have to pay for it, you wouldn't use it, right? So this is going to be amazing. I personally have not looked at it yet. I have downloaded it. It is on my list to look at it tomorrow and get that all squared away. But you guys, this is going to change our business dramatically. It's everything you need, everything you need. So start learning about Lexi. She's going to change our lives. Let's see. Tools. What else? Rank Up Roadmap. Did you want to talk about that, or do you want me to keep going?
You can keep going if you're on a roll.
Okay. You guys, the Rank Up Roadmap is it's finally here. We're so excited. Okay, so for all of you who are not silver yet, get on that rank up roadmap in your back office and click on silver. The rest, as I understand, are coming soon. I looked today and they're not unlocked yet. So I know we have lots of people who want to go silver. You guys have added newbies. Any new people you add, no matter what, if they are wholesale ambassadors, they're just on here to get to take the products, or if they want to get to diamond yesterday, they can get on the Rank Up roadmap. And Lexi, I believe, Kimber, correct me if I'm wrong, that it's they kind of work together, because there's a sprint and there's a run, and you can pick your pace, you guys. You can pick what pace you want to go in this business, and they map it out for you. How amazing is that? It is going to change our business. Like, holy cow, I can't even believe it. The other thing that is coming, are there any questions that I'm missing?
No.
Okay. The other thing that is coming is a new website after almost a year and a half of the old website. We're getting an amazing new website. They are so excited about it. They have listened to us and what we need. They want to make it easier. The sign up process, the upgrading process, all of that is going to be made so much easier, so we can access our reports so much easier, and we're just going to be able to work more efficiently. So look for that. That should be coming, I think, in July, they said. So that's super, super exciting. And last but not least, and this is like, I woke up, actually, I didn't even wake up thinking about this. I went to bed thinking about this and thinking about it in the middle of the night. Leaders Retreat, you guys. This will be my third one. Is it my third one? My third Leaders Retreat, and I have never been so excited. I know that there are so many people on here that want to attend, and you want to be there. You do. It is so much fun. They pay your hotel fee at the Gaylord, and it's going to be in Orlando. How cool is that? And if you haven't looked at the level of prizes that you can earn, please do so. Write that down and go big. I'm going big, and I even looked at it today and I was like, oh my gosh, that might be a little too big. And I had to like take that back and say, no, I'm going to go for this. So you guys set your goals and go for whatever prize you want to go for. It is a blast there. It's so much fun. What else am I missing about Leaders Retreat? Kimber, anything?
Oh, sorry, I didn't know my audio was on. I don't think so. Well, I mean, what I like about it is that, convention is awesome, but when you go to Leaders Retreat, it's created for people that are working. And so you're surrounded, not surrounded, you have easier access to diamonds, it's easier to get to talk to them. You're around people who are working and active. And that's a little bit different than convention in that you'll have people who are, brand new and they haven't worked. So I loved that. I got to meet some people that I had really been wanting to meet, and it's a much smaller group. So I love that.
Yes. And I think it's just awesome that after convention that Plexus gives us something to shoot for, to earn, because if you shoot for it, your business is going to grow. You are going to have massive growth if you want to earn Leaders Retreat. And you're going to take it above that if you want to even earn above just earning the trip in itself. So, it's a lot of fun. The sessions are, they're shorter than convention. So it's a lot of just hanging out and chatting with people who are seasoned ambassadors, are new ambassadors, pool time, because it's going to be in Orlando. And there's obviously Disney World there. So my family is counting on me to take them to Disney World. So I'm really, really excited for this trip.
So Mandy's asking what to say to someone who's never been to Leaders Retreat. What's the best advice to get there? And so I know, I started working my business So I had just started working in May. Shannon just started working this was the first year in 2014, and Amanda started working. We all started working around the same time that year. And we thought there was no way we would get to Leaders Retreat. Well, all three of us earned it. And so the way that you can get there is by consistently doing IPAs every day. If you have a team or if you start building a team, the best way to the best way to go backwards is to stop focusing on your IPAs. So I would say reaching out to people every day, every week. You absolutely you're going to be wanting to help your team, but that's the most important thing. That the momentum that you personally can get by reaching out, your team is going to mimic what you do.
Also,
and then
I was just going to say silver. Your new people need to go silver ASAP. 3 ambassadors. It's easy. It should be easy.
Yeah. And I always do, I always try to keep my PV high, but I really always work even harder during contest periods to make my PV higher because, if you can get 2,500 plus during the contest period each month, that's 300 a month. So you're already at 900 900 contest points. I was trying to pull up the contest. I was trying to put it up on here. Hold on. Let me do this. And I'm going to pull this up so you can see. Can you guys see it now? The contest thing? Shannon?
I can see it.
Okay. So this right here, if anybody has not seen it, this is the contest. We have a convention contest. So when you hit 775 credits, that's when you are eligible to go to Leaders Retreat where they pay for your hotel stay. You have $150 in fun money. You have a private reception at 1,200. So I encourage you guys, they emailed this, it's in the back office, to go and look at this and see which one of those appeals to you. And then down here, it tells you how to earn those points. So if you're brand new and you're thinking there's no way, that is not true. You absolutely can do it. And the way that you do that is by working consistently every day. So I want to let Kendra share one of the, oh yeah, you can talk about that too.
Well, we posted this in Diamond Avalanche, but this is a tracking sheet. I'm going to be honest, I have never tracked my points for any event, and I'm so excited about this one. I have my eyes set on the prize. So print this out. What?
I'm putting that one up too.
Oh, okay. Yeah. So print this out, you guys, if you have not yet, and one person at a time, start checking them off. A great way also is if you have somebody become a preferred ambassador for 50 PV, over 50 PV, and then you upgrade them. The following month to an ambassador, you're getting double points essentially on them. So that's another strategy that's totally legit, legal, like you can do that. So start crossing off those boxes and pick what you want to earn and go for it. You guys want to be there. Events are amazing. I've heard that Leaders Retreat, well, for me, it's changed a lot. I went Emerald after Leaders Retreat, but so many people who have just started and then maybe Leaders Retreat was their first event, that's where it changed everything for them. And they decided that this was a company that they could really build a career on. So you want to get there.
Mm-hmm. Okay, and then let's see. I'm going to have to hop off here in a minute. Shannon, can you stay on and close if I share real quick and then Kendra can?
Yeah, I don't see Kendra on here anymore.
She is on. She just turned her camera off. So
okay.
She'll.
Got it.
So
okay.
I just wanted to share real quick. So one of the things that stood out to me, which is funny that this is what stood out to me, but it really did. I think it's such a good analogy, is in the same talk, Emily Gibson talked at our Emerald breakout session. And so I think she talked about this right after she talked about the rocks that Shannon talked about. And so what she said was, and I did not take a picture of the graphic, but she said, was it get your potty cleaned?
Get your
Was that what it
potty
said?
clean. Yeah.
Yeah.
Clean
She
your
had a
potty.
graphic. So an actual toilet is what she was talking about. And so she said how she and her team talk about IPAs, income producing activities, like it's like cleaning a toilet, because nobody wants to do it. Nobody really enjoys doing it, but it has to be done. And so that is what really stuck out to me, because I will do everything for my team before I do any IPAs. And then I'm like, oh shoot, I don't have enough time. And so I have committed to doing my IPAs first every single day. And I do not want to be somebody who avoids it. I loved that, of comparing it to cleaning the toilet, and it has to be done. If you want to thrive, IPAs first every single day is a key. And so that was the biggest thing that stood out to me, other than just, the company keeps getting better and better and better. And one of the things I loved was that with the website is that when they talked about it, they said, you know what? We have gone to all the websites that are considered to be excellent websites. We have gone and we have put everything together. We have created one that is going to be a website that other companies are going to come to, and we will have the best website. It will be user friendly. They have thought of every detail. And so, it's just so encouraging to hear about how much thought and how much time they're putting into it to make it not just a good website, not just a website that doesn't crash, but an amazing website that other companies are going to want to emulate. So that really stood out to me. And just like Shannon said, this was my 4th convention, and definitely was the best ever. It went so fast. All the information was amazing. I'm just blown away by what they keep doing. So it's amazing. You're at the right place at the right time. Okay. Miss Shannon, are you ready to have Kendra share?
Yes. So Kendra is one of our gold ambassadors. And so during the breakout session, she went with the golds and senior golds. And since we didn't get to hear about what they talked about in there, I wanted Kendra to just share a couple takeaways from that. And then anything else that you took away from your first convention. This was Kendra's very first convention. So pretty excited to have her there. And I know she's pumped up now and ready to get to Diamond tomorrow. So Kendra, share.
All right. Can you hear me okay?
Yeah.
Okay. So I circled about 3 or 4 things from my notes that I thought really hit home with me. And I can't remember the diamond who said it because I didn't write them down. But I love hearing anything that Sarah Marple has to say, and Michelle Thomas. She was incredible. There was just the atmosphere and excitement from that convention just has me like I'm on a rocket ship. And I'm betting you guys kind of feel that way too. So one of the things they said was, I get to do Plexus. You don't have to do this. You get to do it. And really, you look at it, it truly is a blessing. And what Sarah Marble said was, she uses every day she wakes up, and she's had this incredible example where she said she was getting ready to come to convention on her flight, and she was in this taxi or Uber, and she was chatting it up with the guy, and just kind of building a relationship with him and getting to know him a little bit. And as he was pulling her bags out, he asked her a little bit about Plexus, and she had put a catalog and a slim in the front pocket of her bag. And that morning she had prayed, Lord, bless me with one person today. And that happened right before she got on the plane. That really stuck with me, because who was it who said, pray like it depends on God, but work like it depends on you?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know who said that. Anyway, and then she gave some affirmations. I deserve it. I'm awesome. I'm worthy. I'm going to be debt free. So I think those affirmations, you guys have been talking about it, are really important. And I've heard even like on my team, Amy Evans said those affirmations have really changed her thought process. And there's no time for a bad attitude. So that's one of the other things that Sarah said. And I'm really thankful for the relationships and how I've grown in the personal growth of this kind of business. Sorry, I'm mumbling, but just developing those deeper bonds. And that's always been really hard for me because I'm okay with sticking to myself and not going out there. But I've really learned how to develop that relationship building. And it's such a blessing to have that connection where somebody truly feels like you're being genuine and that you really do care about them. And then they reciprocate that, and you just blessings upon blessings from that. That was one of the other things I circled. One other thing, reflect on what's working best. I really kind of meditate on, don't worry about those things that you've done wrong, but reflect on what you're doing right with your team, with your IPAs, and those days, those perfect Plexus days where you've done your IPAs for yourself. And so that was something I did this morning, and God really brought certain people to my mind and during prayer, and they were even some customers. So I kind of reached out to them from that. And then they really hit on the art of duplication, goal setting, tracking, short-term and your long-term goals. You know, we all want to be diamonds. Once you see those diamonds on that stage and you see Jen Hawkins jumping because she just won that trip to the island, I mean, you want to be on that stage so bad. Like, I could feel myself up there. It was just incredible. The last thing I want to say is see yourself as the answer. Don't be casual about your dream. So believe in that dream that you have. God planted it there for a reason, and you need to go after it. So don't be afraid to go after it. And that was, oh, I have one more. Provide more service than you get paid for. On one of my calls, I said that things that really made them successful was providing that excellent, superior customer service. And so that really followed up with what we learned in our gold session. Provide more service than what you get paid for. That's what I got.
Awesome. And Kendra, are you excited about all the new tools that you got to learn about and Lexi and the Rank Up roadmap?
Yes, I am thrilled to have like something broke down and little reminders that say, get your butt to work.
Yeah.
Quit slacking off. Don't make excuses for those dreams.
Yep. Yep. And it's going to make it so much easier for when our we have new ambassadors join. Guys, it should be a given that we want every single ambassador on our team to not have to pay for their products out of non-Plexus earnings. We want them to earn enough to cover the cost of those products, and these tools are going to allow them to do that. So get to know them, because this is going to grow your business substantially when you share with your new ambassador how easy it is. They have it mapped out for them. And it takes the kind of guessing game and how do we get them off to a right start. I've been looking for a system for 3 years, so this is awesome. So anything else, Kendra?
I am thrilled about that, Lexi, because it really takes the pressure off you of saying the wrong thing, because you know these diamonds have put together exactly the right words. They've tried this and they've they failed in what places, and they know where not to say things, and we kind of get in our own way. So this takes that out of there, and I'm so excited that I don't have to worry about it.
Oh my goodness. So yeah, learn, all of you download this app right now, because you're going to want this for sure. So what she's talking about is that they actually have messages for you that you can send to people. Right. Have you started using it?
Yeah, I started trying to input some customers in there.
Yeah. Yeah. So get to know it so you can teach any of your team members, your new ambassadors, how to use it and to get them to silver as well. So I think that's it for me. Anything else? Any questions on here? I think we're all awesome. Okay. Thanks to you all for joining us tonight, and I hope that we inspired you and you learned that we have an amazing company that's giving us an amazing products and tools to help our businesses go where we want them to go. I mean, network marketing couldn't get any easier. I kind of feel like, I don't know, like it's cheating or something, but I mean, I was telling Kimber the other day, I'm like, God, what would we do without technology and network marketing right now? We'd have to do it the old way, knocking on doors. And so that takes, I love all this technology that we get to use. So yeah, thank you guys for hopping on. Please use this thread to ask whatever questions you have on the products. We will try to answer. I don't think we talked about, but there are brochures in the back office. There's digital brochures on the Vital Biome. And then there's brochures that you can order and have. I highly recommend doing that on the Slim and the Vital Biome. And I think they should be coming out with a catalog soon. I don't believe they have it right now. But you want to get your hands on those in the back office. So yeah, tools and shareables, you're going to be able to find all kinds of info. I'm still learning along with all of you, which is why we had Christy get on, because she is the product guru. I didn't know anything about supplements before Plexus, so I thought I could get it all from my food. But I'm slowly learning about what these supplements do for my body. So, all right, that is it. And we're out of here. You guys have a good night.